The time threw me off, everybody. Hey, Harold. Good morning. Good morning. The time threw me off, everybody. Yep, the time threw me off. Good morning. Hey, sister girl. And sister girl, I thought about you this morning, girl. I hope your beans count for regular beans because you are out the country. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. It should. I'm gonna double check it today. I was like, I hope her beans count. Don't want to be gifting you. Yeah, don't want to be gifting you. I'm thinking. I'm thinking it should, but I thought about
Yeah,
it
I think it
yesterday.
should because most of my
Huh?
gifters are American. Most of I don't know nobody else out of the country that's gifted me, and it's just I'm on a getaway, so I'm coming home. I not for nothing. I don't know if like you said it might be a technicality, but
Okay.
it's just because
No.
I know in Jamaica they don't get paid to host, so that's something where I'm not really coming as on the Jamaican side, because they got a side. I'm
Well,
down here in North Glen. I'm on their side. When I click through how they put you in the it's like an algorithm with the GPS and stuff. So I'm coming in more
right,
contact with more making
The
panels and
reason it
stuff like
does
that.
that is because you have a USA phone. You bonded your phone before you went over there. So that's
right.
going to
Okay.
always have that like that. All right. Now, if you see a lot of people like the Jamaicans and the overseas people try to get people to buy them phones so that they can be on Bigo, USA side. And keep,
Oh,
okay. So when you
Okay.
get one of those phones, you're fine. Now, it's just like a travel thing. Your being's going to be fine. You feel me?
yeah,
Because
Okay.
you bonded it with USA accounts and all of that stuff. Your phone number is USA. You ain't got to worry about that. All right.
right, right.
Yeah, I'm
That's what I was
It
saying
American.
about
I'm
those.
tough with
well, it crossed my
American.
mind. It crossed my mind, her. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, well, wait a second, because I got another guy
Well,
that.
well, you know,
Mhm.
I don't know Susie though is
No,
abroad. The lady we met.
no, but you
She's
no,
she.
no, but you right though, Hurl. No, Hurl is right. Your phone number is bound to the U.S. So that's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
I don't
yeah,
know much
you
about
can
it.
go to your live data and see what you have local beings and what you have overseas. Go to your content creator
yeah,
side for me. It will tell you
right.
how many
Okay.
overseas beings that you have. Push the two
Grand
X's
Rising,
at the
J
top,
Michi.
sister girl. You
Grand
see it?
Rising, Jamie. Yeah, I'm going there now. Let me see. It says host level. Okay. It says
Okay, touch
total.
your beans. Where
Live
it say
data.
new beans? Where it say new beans? I mean, where it say live data above your total beans? Touch your live data. Where it say March data? Right above your
Mm-hmm.
host
Okay.
level. Touch that. Now look
Okay.
down on the left hand side. It says overseas beans. What it say?
0.
There you go.
So these
Good.
overseas
There you
folks
go.
How
supporting
many
me.
fucking
I
local
was thinking.
beans? How many
Okay.
local? Right. There
Local
you
Right.
go.
being
There
Okay.
you go. That's how you check that. All
it's
right.
1013. All right, I got you now, y'all. That make
Okay.
I'm hilarious. I said them old overseas people, they just enjoy my content, ain't paying for nothing. Just looking what they look as hell. But that's all right.
Hey, like
Let
now.
me tell.
Hey,
I'll tell y'all
sweetie.
this. I've worked with several agencies. I ran an agency on the other side off of Beagle's
Uh-huh.
platform. and I was supposed to become an agent before I said I wasn't babysitting adults. Hmm.
Mm, well,
Hmm.
it's a lot of work.
Well,
No,
they
ma'am,
just
I ain't doing it.
well, Harold, I don't know if you have the updated sheet because we do get paid for overseas beans now. Okay, but it's in a breakdown, and I believe Jamaica is on there. So
Oh,
we do get paid for them.
I'm a beg away then, Miss Lamb. I'm a beg
Right,
away. They
exactly.
pay me a reasonable
It's a
day.
percentage. Right, it is a
Cause
percentage. Right.
I was too proud to beg Miss Lamb at home. I said that's what I talked to you about. I said, Miss
Hey,
Lamb,
Kimmy.
I don't want to ask. But now I'm
Right,
away from home
exactly.
and
That's
I'm a
on
needy
content
person.
creators too.
I've been
Well,
asking everything I can.
that's on everyone, if I'm not mistaken. I'll pull the sheet up. I'll pull the sheet up. But see, yeah, because I thought about it. I was like, "Ooh," I said, "Wait a minute, maybe I need to wait till she get back over here for I." But anyway, I just like I said, my mind is always moving. That's all. My mind.
I respect the girl,
Okay.
mine too, Miss Lamb.
Yeah. Mine is always just kind of moving hers. Excuse me. But I definitely appreciate that, Hurls. Definitely appreciate it. See, you never know who you got around you. If I don't know, the
Mm-mm.
next
Cause
person
I
know.
really,
You know what I'm
I got
saying?
her working on me a flyer too, Miss Lamb. I'm ready to put.
Okay.
I don't have
Right. Right. Right, Michi. Yeah. Okay, but she's fine because if I'm not mistaken, I believe they on the
hmm.
list anyway. But I'm gonna double check
Hey,
and
Michi,
yeah, I'll
as
bring it
long as
out.
her phone
Hey,
is bonded in the
President.
USA, she
Good
fine.
morning,
Yeah, she's
President
bonded.
Crow.
You bonded in the USA, baby, so you good.
And they won't let me. I can't stay here, y'all. Y'all know I got they gonna kick me out the country in about 60 days. I
Well,
President,
honey,
got
I
I got
well,
60 more days,
honey.
Miss Clem, and I'm gonna get this country hell before I go. I'm about to tear this side of Jamaica up. They gonna know an American was over here. And you know why, Miss Glenn? I want to tell y'all. I went to the grocery store the other night. It wasn't last night, but night before last. Do you know this man told me I couldn't open up my camera and show y'all what was going on in the grocery store and do my live stream? Talking about you can't stream in the store. I said, sir, if I want to say, if you don't
Oh
get away from me, sir.
wow.
Miss Lamb, it went bad because then after I said, sir, well, I can still turn my, I was really practical with him. I said, I can still turn my camera on any point in the store. So I don't know why you coming at me like this. The man was like, yeah, you need to do something about Trump. Miss Lamb, I felt
What?
violated. I felt violated. I said, sir, you're at your job. You have no business talking to me about that.
Oh my God. He said you need to do something about Trump. It may be a rule over there. Right.
No,
Yeah. It says what the F could you
I
do
can't do
about
nothing
Trump?
about Trump. It was his way to
Wow.
assault me. That was
Yeah.
his way to assault me because he thought low of America. So I was so girl, I went off all. I called Tiny because I couldn't live stream no more. So I ended up calling Tiny because I'm like, this is not a
Feel
This
like
ain't
if
something I can go to
they're
my.
not there, sister girl, if we should
Mhm.
come visit ourselves. And some of us get stuck over there. That's why the fuck they want you to show everything. They want us to come see it for ourselves. You feel me?
Right, but I want y'all to see for real, y'all, the
Right.
realness of what's going on.
Pissy,
And not for
pissy people.
nothing. It is pissy because, girl, next time I'm gonna wait till I get in the store, y'all, and then I'm gonna turn my camera on because that man he wanted to talk to say something to me, and thank God I'm not by myself. I have a chaperone. I'm accompanied by a strapping man, so I ain't got to worry about that man. But it really was upsetting because I'm not. You just heard my accent, and you felt it was enough to come insult me about Trump.
Right.
And I said, "Sir, leave me alone at your job." What I supposed to say, Miss Lamb? This man, you
Girl,
really
I
want to
mean,
make me
ain't
upset.
nothing. Right. Ain't nothing, and ain't nothing you can say. You handle it right. Sometimes ignorancy, you just have to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, like I said,
Girl,
what are you supposed to do about Trump? He knows it's nothing you can do about Trump. He just wanted to attack. That's it. He just wanted to attack. And,
any American,
know,
I feel like maybe one of his family members gonna get infected, like they gotta come back. Maybe they, who knows, it's his personal issue. But just because you see some American just to do that, it put me on alert. I'm put it like that, Miss Lamb, that they
mm-mm-mm.
don't like that they don't like Trump, and that your accent will get you jumped. You better watch your back.
Well, I think that's going to be going on, in a lot of places, even over here. I believe that that
Hmm.
is definitely going to be, yeah, going on even over here, because every day, every minute is something being dismantled or, moved around or, something, Okay, I don't know about everybody else. Right, they are. They hate it, and they think that the American they actually, a lot of the percentage of people are laughing at America because we're
They are.
supposed to be strong. The mighty dollar is supposed to be rule. And right now, they really laughing at America.
Yeah.
To be
It,
honest.
Miss Glam, I'm not even talking when I go out no more, just because my accent costs me more money. So when I go out I can't say nothing. I gotta kind of set it up before I go out, or I have to take on a tone that I'm like a person from local, because it costs me more money to sound like an American. Miss Lamb,
Oh,
it's rough.
Jesus. Or
Mm-hmm.
either, the English, the English. You don't need English. You don't need English.
Ah, Miss Lamb. Miss Lamb,
Shoot.
girl, you got me for real. I had to look at my phone like, is she speaking English?
Right.
You got me good,
Get,
Miss Lamb.
shoot. Get the
You know I'm
pointing.
already
You
gonna
know
live
what
in
I'm
this
saying?
country.
Right. Get the
Girl,
point and
you got
you
me
don't
cracking
English.
up. Girl, I'm on that level,
Shoot.
y'all. I can't
Some
afford my accent.
you Ethiopian. You Ethiopian. You
Any-
Hebrew.
Girl, anything but American, girl. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm just gonna start making noise, Miss Lamb. I can't do this
Yeah,
stuff
you
no
can
more.
be, yeah, you can be a black Hebrew over there. Black Hebrew, black Israelite. Some of them don't speak English. Nope, some of
I'm
them
not
do not
gonna,
speak English. But then you don't want to
girl.
get in more trouble. So I would just be
I'm gonna do
nodding like
sign
no
language.
English.
All right,
Right, that's
sign
okay.
language.
I would just be
Pointing.
nodding like no English. Or either be French. Tell them right. We. Exactly.
I, my name
Exactly.
already is French for real, y'all. I'm like, oui, oui. I'm on the.
Well, the
Can
guy,
you help me?
well, the guy that delivered my pizza yesterday, and I really wasn't supposed to have that pizza, y'all, but I couldn't stand up long enough to actually cook, right? And so he was at the
Hmm.
door, and I was saying, okay, that he was, I guess he couldn't speak English, and so I was like, I said something, Kiko me style. He said, and then he said something back, and I said, go out to you. And then he was like, okay, pizza. So when I got to the door, he was nodding like, go. I said, yeah, go. I said, gracias. He said, TC. So, when you in Rome, do as the Romans do, but now too,
Okay.
guys, they got a phone on Timu that
Mm,
interprets other languages. I'm telling y'all,
mm.
before you buy things on Amazon and these other places, go to Temu. I'm telling you, because you're gonna see it on Temu first, then you're gonna see it on TikTok, and you're gonna see it in these other places. I'm telling you. I'm
Well, you
telling
know,
you.
I had a prediction, Miss Bland. Timu is the new Amazon. because Amazon can't
Yes.
keep up. They pay too many people. And the problem with Amazon is they want to charge you a subscription fee just to shop. And anybody, you don't get nothing for that subscription. Nothing. And they done went up, Miss Graham. So I got a lot to say as a consumer. They better not get me to talking. I ain't got nothing but time to.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Amazon
saying?
is high. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this now. If you're a senior, I believe it might be 50 or 55 guys. You send them in, or if you get Medicaid, if you
Yeah,
get
you can get a
Medicaid,
good discount. It's still
wait a
too high,
minute,
Miss
send
Glam.
them a copy. No, but you won't. But you'll only pay $6.95.
Yeah, I know, but it's still too high. You can order from Temu for free. You like you said,
Well,
you just
some
pay a little shit.
some things I like it because some stuff you can get overnight or you can get same day. That's the only time that subscription kind of come in handy and all of that. But I just saw on Temu that if you pay the same thing, I think it's $2.95 or something like that. That's like an express where you can get
Mm.
your stuff. Yeah, where you can get your stuff a little bit sooner. So I was like, okay, I never looked at that. Pay the extra $2 if I want something right away. Pretty much.
They just start
So
doing that, Miss Glam. People like me that's been on their site for the last 3, 4 years shopping, they send out shit
hmm
within 5 days. I'm being
Oh,
who
honest
do?
with you.
okay.
We get our shit three to
I'm just
five
about to
days.
hang up.
I don't
I'm
have
about
to
to hang up
wait
with y'all.
13 and 17 days like everybody else with these new accounts. I promise you.
Um, can I tell y'all something? Y'all not about to get my anxiety up when I can't
Even
shop.
Cheyenne.
I,
You know how people
uh-uh.
say Sheen? It's not Sheen. It's
Uh
Cheyenne.
huh.
Right? Over in their country, it's different, spoke differently. Cheyenne is the same way. And Timo, same thing. Both accounts.
Same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
my
I just
blood
read
pressure.
it. Yeah, I just read it because I noticed that some stuff I was ordering, hurls, I was getting it like maybe 2, 3 days, and I was like, whoa! I was like, okay. And then that's what made me go back and kind of read the fine line. And it was like, you can do express, because some stuff comes from their local warehouse, and then some stuff,
Mm.
yeah, they have it already at the warehouse. So if you get it from the warehouse, you get it quicker. Okay, then the other stuff comes from over the way or whatever. So I was like, okay, so when you order, look and see where it's coming from. Look and see
Well,
where it's
Temu
coming from.
already
And
helped
then
me.
another thing I didn't know, Temu, just like Amazon, I'm telling you, you can be a host, you can be a seller on Temu. So I'm thinking about going on there with my flowers. You can be a seller on Temu. It says, and they also sell through Amazon. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Hurl. Yes, because I have ordered something, and why did it come through Amazon? Amazon shipping. It sure did. So they say that it's a way that you can be a seller and you don't actually have to have the physical merchandise at your house.
Mm-hmm. You gotta buy
Hey
bulk.
Scott, hey D. With some kind of way you get a contract with you team up with Amazon and Amazon ships it for you. Yeah, I'll drop it in the Discord because I screenshotted it because I was like, oh, okay. It says find out and teach me the ropes. Okay, okay,
Look
yeah,
at what
you sure
President Troll
can.
wanting to hustle. Look at President Troll
I
trying to
mean,
hustle.
but that's a good little hustle. That's a good little hustle. You got people ordering gloves or whatever, even plants, because I'm a plants person. And so when I looked on there and I saw the real plants, and I'm like, okay, so how would they do da? Anyway, guys, they send it through Amazon shipping, and that's what it's called, Amazon shipping. Yep, you be making money in your sleep. Yep, because they order and Amazon ship it. Absolutely. And then if it comes from the local warehouse, same thing. You order, they ship it. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So that's a nice little, that's something on the side, for
Yes,
real.
I.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, guys, listen, listen. The streets was barking last night. Okay. Did you guys see where Doge is selling the Rosa Park bus?
Mm-mm.
Yes. So they're getting rid of the historical things. Um, Let me pull it up. Yep, they're getting rid of the bus. I can't. It was something else. So, what are you
I thought
guys'
that was
thoughts
a
about?
museum.
Well, it's in the museum, but I don't know what type of power he has to. But him and Trump been bumping heads, y'all too. They've been bumping heads big time. Oh, you saw a hero? Okay, okay, yep. Where I mean that bus. How long that bus been there, guys? So who you gonna sell it to? Who they gonna sell it to?
So wait a minute, Trump trying to get the bus sold?
Yes,
What the hell going on,
yeah,
Miss Lamb? We that
yeah. They
broke. We
want the
gotta
bus.
sell. But
Yes,
is
they want the
America
bus.
that broke?
Us to recognize none of our history, so they want to deplete it. Of course. Okay. So if he get rid of the bus, we won't have to say go back to Rosa Parks' story. You understand what we're saying? They
Hmm.
won't do all
And
that.
that's why it's important too. I believe that we
They're gonna put
teach.
it in our collect. Yeah, they're gonna put it in their collection, their museum. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. They don't want that to go to the Wax Museum in DC. President, you right.
Ain't that something? That is, yeah,
Where it
yeah. So I dropped
belongs.
it. Yeah, I dropped it in the Discord. Okay, so it is in my Discord. The story. If you want to scan through it, where they are selling the Rosa Park bus. That's a slap in the face. That is a slap in the face. Okay. It says I'm smoking. That's why I'm down here. Oh, okay. Oh, who's that? Her. Okay. All right. Also, he is. They are. Dodge is cutting Section 8. So, and I was just about to apply for Section 8. That's a
Say
shoe.
what?
Okay. Yes, they are cutting Section 8. So, I
So Miss
believe
Lamb,
it's. So what they're stating is that now see the landlords are more concerned than the tenants because you have
that's
some
all I'm
landlords
asking.
that's all they take is Section 8 because they know they're gonna get their money. But now the landlords is like, whoa, 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 wait a second. But hey, they're talking, yeah, it says so what they're going to burn the books too, because it is written. Um, that's why we got to teach our children history. And we also got to teach our children the good side. We don't always have to show them, hey, we were slaves, we were this, but we were. However, we need to teach them that we're very, black people to me are some of the most talented people that I've ever met.
You know,
Very talented.
Miss Lamb,
Rewrite
what they
history.
try, what it can't be, what they trying to do is heal a
Hmm.
hurt that's never been healed. We can't forgive you if you've never been sorry. We can't overlook what you've done if you've never acknowledged you've done anything. So
Mm.
even them taking away Section 8, I feel sorry for the tenants, but I feel sorry for other people who want to make a living off of other people's living conditions. That should have never been an option for that to be a business, and the government got into it.
True. True.
So
Yeah.
right now, I can't. I feel a way, but that means what? Rent going down for everybody? Because how are we gonna pay? How are we going to pay? Even if you don't get a Section 8, if you're really subsidized, if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you're paying any form of a rent and you get any type of government assistance, what are you gonna do? What are they gonna do? Because at the end of the day, they're gonna put you out. It's gonna be the great eviction. What is the end goal? That's my question.
Well,
Everybody in the
that's
streets like it's the
interesting.
Great Depression.
Well, you know what? I be, I believe like they're stating in the in the news is that the landlords is the one raising more hell than the tenants because this is how they get their money. And you got to think about it. Some landlords, like I said, that's all they take. That's all they
Mm-hmm.
take is Section 8.
And, that, and they make a living like that, Miss Glenn. That's what I'm saying. When you
Because
make a
remember
living
the
for people's
pandemic, a lot of
housing,
people were displaced. That's it. Yep, they sure were, Hurls. A lot of people was displaced because of that rent. When the pandemic hit, sure was. Yep, sure was. And then
because people couldn't
landlords,
pay it.
exactly. And the landlords pretty much, hey, they couldn't touch them. And right after that, I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed like rent went up after the pandemic.
But you, and you know, Miss Glenn, those
Okay.
people in the pandemic section, they paid their portion. The people that were not paying their rent were people that didn't have jobs. People that
Hmm.
didn't actually take Section 8. So this is have already, like Harold saying, it's been something they faced before. They have faced landlords not getting their money. And maybe some of them started taking Section 8 for that purpose. Because they knew, at least if I took Section 8, the government will give me my money. This is like a double slap in the face. But when you start, again, you betting on these people got to pay rent, they need to put a place to live, that's a bad business. At any point, you can go out of business because they ain't paying your rent.
It says to try to meet social prices is still not right. Exactly. It's still not right. Mm-mm.
No, nothing's
Mm-mm.
right about it because actually, this is ungodly. This is really what we call it to be ungodly. This is ungodly behavior because God told you to take care of the sick and the poor. And you know, and I want to say the elderly, but some people like that word elderly. When I say the sick and the poor, the people that have less amongst thee.
Mm-hmm.
He said, when
Mm-hmm.
you, he said, when you know, God is grateful for that. When you clothe them and feed them.
Who said that? Yes. Yes. The mark of the beast.
You
This
said
is
some prominent things. Is ungodly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All
mm-hmm.
of these things that they're taking us through changes everything. Now you understand the mark of the beast.
Yes,
Yes.
ungodly.
Anybody
This
that
is not.
voted for
Yes.
him and is elaborating all these things for him, y'all part of the problem too. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? Well, her. I know a lot on TT. There are, people that don't look like us that are speaking out, apologizing. Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't know this and that, and we didn't know, and blah blah blah. Okay, but I don't know why did people think it was going to be so elaborate? 2025 project. It broke it down. They were dismantling. It broke it down.
You know what the sad part about it is? Is they didn't think about who they love it would affect. Not I only thought about who they hated and how the hate would hurt them. In actuality, those people still going on. I don't see no people from the LGBTQ community really outraged about what's going on. It's more regular folks with family, friends. They the ones coming out crying. It all this is right.
It
This is
ain't hit
biblical.
yet. It ain't
This is
hit
all in the
yet.
Bible.
I think it's not. Yes, you're right. This is definitely biblical. It definitely is. It definitely is. Get out of my
That's
box.
That's why we can't be afraid in this season or in the next. Because you know what? God gonna have First of all, the people that love him and follow him, they're not gonna face the same wrath. It's already in the word. So
Wait a
if you
second. Who put
scared,
the?
go to the word.
Is that a kid?
Hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna lock the boxes because they keep popping up here, and I don't know who. Looks like it is. Yeah, it did. President, it did.
You know that
Okay, it
there's
says
a
it hurts their pockets cause our kids. Right,
you know
right.
what movie called Left Behind on that Timu on that app. You told me about I knew about it, but I ain't gonna lie, Miss Glenn, you really put me on to just that it had some really good movies that people should overlook. But it had a movie
Oh
called Left
yeah.
Behind, and it was talking about how, and it's all about the spiritual threat, or God come and take certain people away like a thief in the night.
Mhm.
And I grew up that story was came out like in the 70s. A film came out like that in the
Mhm.
70s, and they done
Mhm.
remade like in the early 2000s. And it really is still trying to give people a wake up call. God is still here. He's still waiting. That's how his love is. So to be fair, anything that we facing, especially with this man, what they gonna do, Ms. Lamb? Put everybody on the streets? That's a lot of work.
Well,
That's a lot of work.
it just it really seems uh oh, wait a second. It says the world torches Elon Musk Teslas. Oh, so they're going around burning up his cars?
Mm, they want to protest. But you know what? Can I really say this, Ms. Lamb, my chest out? That man has Asperger's. I'm not against handicapped people or nothing like that, y'all. But
Hmm.
when have we ever put people with that degree of mental delay? It's not even really um, a a disability. It's a delay. It's just something this is. Wow. When did we ever put them into a powerful position? I mean, you could in America, you can aspire to be whatever you want to be, but a politician, you just can't be. Not with Asperger's.
Well, I mean, well, he's not even, and that's what's raising so much ruckus is because he's not even an elected. He is not
Official.
even elected.
He's
You
been
know,
dictated in the Senate. That's what's
you
happening.
know, yeah, he's not even elected. So that's just something. So let's see what they're saying about this bus.
Elon Musk and his Doge idiots are doing their part to show how stupid they are. One of the things that they have done is literally list one of the critical civil rights museums trying to sell the building.
Mm,
Yeah, seriously, that's what they're trying to do. The U.S. General Services Administration
mm.
recently listed the historic Montgomery bus station, now home to the Freedom Rise Museum, for potential sale. The station holds profound significance in the nation's civil rights history. In 1961, freedom riders were violently attacked there by white supremacists as they challenged segregation in interstate travel. The proposed sale has sparked immediate reaction. Congressman figures and Congresswoman Terry Sewell the GSA to remove the museum from the sale list, emphasizing its invaluable role in educating the public about our nation's struggle for equality and justice. Of course, this is also the 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday. And of course, it's being commemorated this weekend. Joining us right now is Congressman Shamari Figures of Alabama. Glad to have you here. First and foremost, um, I take it none of y'all knew about any of this. And this is just another example of Elon Musk and Doge just whacking things left and right, no consideration given to it. Just looking at on a spreadsheet sheet and going, yep, get it, get rid of, get rid of, get rid
Right.
of.
Absolutely. We had no heads up that this was coming. We knew nothing about this at all. I was just as surprised as everyone to see that this building was something that could even be considered to be sold, given its historical significance to the state, to the civil rights movement, and quite honestly to this country and to the nation. So we were caught off guard with it, but we jumped in action immediately to push back because this is not something that we can tolerate. I also don't think that it was coincidence that this happened the week before. They knew we would be descending down to Montgomery and Selma in celebration of the 60th Jubilee.
And as I said, I mean, these guys are just doing whatever the hell. No direction whatsoever.
Right. Okay, let's stop right there. This guy here, he just made a very, very good point. This is also the year of Jubilee, which is spiritual. This is also the year of Jubilee. Okay, so we may not want to look at this with some. I ain't gonna say some. I ain't gonna say all. May not want to look at the spiritual side of this, but it's definitely spiritual. This is spiritual as well as financial and all the other stuff that they are doing. Okay, so as this young man just stated, that yeah, okay, this is the year that they go down to is it Selma, guys? I have a 1 cup of coffee, half a cup. So this is the year of that too. I mean, same thing with him doing the inauguration. Basically, everything fell on Martin Luther King's birthday. So all of this, is like a slap in the face. Okay, so maybe it's not about black and white, as some people say, but some of it is, in my eyes. Some of it is. Period.
Yeah,
Okay.
Miss Mac, it's like he want to be a part of the popular club, meaning black people, and because we didn't accept him, we didn't want him. He want to take. Remember, his daddy used to run. I'm gonna call them tenement houses in New York City. He might call them apartment buildings, but some of them people
Mm-hmm.
will call them. Some people will call them shacks, Miss Lamb. And he made millions doing it. His father did, and Donald
Yeah,
Trump
I heard.
complimented his style, and he failed miserably, and he's still failing. So he has experience with getting at black people, if you know what I mean. So we can't
Mm-hmm.
we can't we can't ignore that fact and say, well, maybe he don't know what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows exactly how it's going to affect the people he's trying to affect. But he don't know how many other white people are down here with us. I hate to call it out like that, Miss Lamb. It could be just a black thing, but because the fact that there's so many poor white people right now because of the pandemic, he affected a whole bunch of them. He had no idea what he was going to do. And I'm glad that they
Mm-hmm.
down here with us. Because Miss Bland, the wave coming is coming. But at the end of the day, we
Yeah, I
ain't,
believe
we ain't
that
going to stay
too.
here long. Mm-hmm.
I believe that too. I
The,
definitely believe that too. Um, so they're still talking about this credit score. So guys, definitely, keep an eye on your credit score. Now, in some cases, it might help some people, but in some cases, it's going to drop your credit score. Now, I overheard a person on Bigo was talking about the credit scores, and they had a little clip, and pretty much they were saying, "Hey, good morning, Miss Heavenly." They had a little clip, and in the clip, it was talking about identity fraud. Well, if they get rid of the CFP, which is the credit protection for us as consumers, well, we're able to go in and actually file a complaint and say, "Hey, I didn't do this. I don't recognize this on my credit. Could you please remove it?" So if they remove our defense, it doesn't matter.
mm,
Now, has anyone put it in the comments? Has anyone heard about that? Now, that is a bill also, excuse me, that's an executive order that Trump has also signed. Okay. So there's a lot of things going on. It's like get out of it's basically get out of America. Get out of America. Do anybody
wow.
see that? But me, it's like get out of America. There's nothing
But,
here for you. We're taking everything that can help you build in America.
but you know,
No
Miss Graham, that is
housing.
anti-American. Excuse me.
Mhm.
That's also anti-American and what Americans stand for. So he's actually creating a divide right before our eyes. He's
Absolutely.
creating because we are the united.
Absolutely.
You know, I made a slogan, Miss Graham,
Mm.
and I'm gonna go back on it. United we stand, and divided we fall. And I say that right now because that's what America's supposed to be, United States.
Amen.
But united
Amen. You're
we
right.
stand,
Amen.
but divided we all gonna fall. And God said a
Mm-hmm.
house divided cannot stand. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, as we are,
Mm-hmm.
and as a nation, as God said, we can't stand. We're divided. But until
We're
we
divided.
unite, we won't stand. We still can't unite. We still have that power while we can.
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point, when they realize the things that they're taking away is not defeating us and we still have strengths, that's when they're gonna try to break you. That's when they're gonna put in that
Mm-hmm.
extra effort to break. But if we already united, they can't break through. So we gotta
Oh
stand, like you
wow.
said, one band, one rhythm.
Yeah, so there it
They
says
coming,
I'm not gonna
coming.
hmm yeah, I'm not gonna go too far into this. I did drop it in the Discord. So guys, if you are in my Discord, you haven't been in there in a couple of days, go through there. There is some things I've dropped in there. As I come across it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so much, for me to cover in 30 minutes or an hour, where and just like this morning, I gotta call my insurance company because I got a letter over the weekend. I'm like, you know, look, I can't even get it out. It's just like, what? What the hell are you talking about? So it may not affect and you know what, I'm glad my dad is going on to glory. I am so glad, which I believe he would have been okay because he was retired and he actually was getting a pension. So he was in that group, that last group that actually still got a pension from their job before they replaced everything with 401k. Okay, because
Hmm.
and I'm gonna say this again too. I said this yesterday, guys. Go check on your loved ones as far as make sure they understand their Medicare. Make sure they understand this Medicaid, and make sure they understand this Advantage program. Okay, make sure they understand. I know my dad did. My dad did not understand that stuff. He was like, "Well, what is this for?" And what is? They don't understand that stuff, guys. They do
Because you don't
not,
know until you need it.
huh?
And when I said most people don't know until they need it. And when you need it, you're not in the mind to kind of focus on those type of things. And that's why it's so
Well, it's
important to
like
have
they're
somebody
charging with it.
right.
Exactly. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Mhm.
Mm. And I just wanted to say that
Yeah.
important is to have somebody that's there to just like you said, even to help understand what it is that they have available, what they're responsible for, what benefits that they can take advantage of. They might not even have to drive to the doctors no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from my own personal experience, going through motor vehicle accidents, having to, you
Mhm.
know, learn how to walk again, and having all these, like
Mhm.
not having, you know what I'm saying, not really going through physical therapy because some people too proud. If we're gonna be fair, I'm gonna speak as a young old person, 40, but in my
Mhm.
head I'm probably 82.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, I'm just saying that, guys, just make sure that just make sure, hey, Stink Bomb, just make sure that they understand, this Advantage program, this needing Part D for your for your prescriptions. I mean, different things. Two, I've always got my prescriptions from Kroger's. Now I'm finding out that CVS is the insurance of choice, though. So my thing is, will my copay be cheaper if I go switch everything over to CVS, which I have had CVS before. So it's just things like that. It's things like that, that
Mhm.
we have to just make sure that we understand. Because if I can save $5 on each prescription by switching over to uh, the insurance of choice, okay, I'm switching it.
And you know,
I'm
Miss
going to
Glenn, can I knock
switch.
your socks off? I'm gonna
Uh
knock your
huh.
little socks off, Miss Glenn, because you talking about benefits packages and knowing which best fits your needs at the time. Do you not know
Yeah.
that some benefits package has something they call the over the counter coverage or something like that, ODT or something like that? It might be different
Mhm.
in everybody area. It might be healthy benefits because you can not only use that benefit with your Advantage Plus insurance to
Mhm.
buy prescription, like non-prescription over-the-counter drugs you might need, heating blankets, cane, any type of stuff that you don't have your insurance won't cover. Not everything now, because sometimes you can cover some food. Miss Glam that went so far now they giving you that same money with to cover $200 worth of food in some cases, or pay a light bill, or pay anything with that particular money, and some of that money goes month to month. When I say month to month, like I say
Well,
this
it
this is month,
is.
the
Yeah,
money
it
be
is.
gone. Mm-hmm.
Because my
And that's a
cousin,
big
she
thing.
has it. She has it
Mm-hmm.
where they do give her I can't think of the name of it, HS something, where she gets a certain amount of monies on this card, and it's for if she
Right.
needs over the counter things. She can use it for food. She can use it for whatever. Now she has Medicare Advantage United Health. So make
Right. That's the
sure
one.
make sure when you choose the Advantage program, make sure that they have that program, because I just found out all of them don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
All of them do not have it. Now I know United Health does.
Yeah, it's important to ask those questions, Ms. Glenn, because not for nothing, they just selling
Mm-hmm.
insurance. Don't get it twisted. Them people that call you
Yeah.
representing them the company, they're just selling insurance. You
Good
are the
morning.
representative of your establishment, and your establishment is your business. Miss
Mm-hmm.
Glam, when they get me on the phone, I'm one tough cookie to deal with. I'm a rattlesnake when on that phone with them people. Because I'm asking questions I want the answer to because this is concerning
Mm-hmm.
my health. And I'm concerned about my life and how long I'm going to live. I'm
Mm-hmm.
more interested in preventative care. Preventative care,
Mm-hmm.
proactive, not reactive. Don't react to a problem. Let's prevent the problem from happening. And a lot of times when you're a younger person who are on these insurances that may seem a
Mm-hmm.
benefit to life, they don't
Mm-hmm.
really cater to what you need, what your issues are. You know what I'm saying? So no matter who, because it could be old people, Miss Lamb, and it could be young people that get on
Mm-hmm.
those red, white, and blue card benefits. I'm calling that them.
That's yeah.
But you could
That's
get,
right.
it really, you have to know what works for you, and you have to ask those
Mm-hmm.
questions. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
need extra dental care, you got to find you are responsible for finding an insurance company who's going to provide you with extra dental care or extra vision care or, like I said, those extra healthy benefits that help
Mm-hmm.
supplement your life. And I am a advocate for it, Miss Glenn. I sister girl, Kiki and laugh, and I love to have a good time as a girlfriend. But when it comes down to business, Miss Glenn, I had to sit down and cross my legs. I had to, cause not for nothing, how you gonna eat? How you gonna live? When you get sick, who gonna take care of you? And
Mm-hmm.
there's so many questions in between. Cause
It
some
definitely
things
mm-hmm.
you can't cover,
No,
and
I was just
for
saying.
insurance step in.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey Nail, Big Nail, good morning, love. Good morning. I'm signed up for the auto, in the morning. Good morning.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
he was
I think
talking.
she was. She was. She talking to you too.
Oh, you
She was
is
asking
okay.
you.
I am. You know, y'all. Can I? I'm a little. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a little illiterate with this Beagle stuff. I signed up, but when they send me an email, because I
Hmm.
got two, like three devices, they don't always correspond. So I don't know where the email be, where to check to see when my PKs are or whatever the case may be. I know you told me to write it down, Miss Lamb. This is my first admission to being a little slow. I ain't say
Hmm.
retarded. I can learn. It's just it's a lot going on. And like you said, being where I am and understand that there's a business side to doing it, just not going online, but also being online and doing
Hmm.
my hours is a part of it too. I'm
Hmm.
juggling. So when they come to the rebates and stuff, I don't know. That's like somebody telling me it's a test tomorrow, and I forgot to study. So that's why I want to be ready. I want to be prepared and let people know. Excuse me. So I'm drinking coffee, y'all. Who want to support me when the best time to support me is? And I realize now I'm going to pull up my trusty dusty notebook. I brought one with me, Miss Glam, so I ain't got to buy one. But I'm gonna make sure I write it down because I don't know where to look, and I don't want to. I don't want to miss out on any
Hey,
opportunity
Miss
just because
Porter.
I of ignorant. Hey,
Hmm.
Miss Porter, and I don't want to
How
stay
you
ignorant so I
been?
can learn.
Hmm.
Oh, me and Miss Porter been cutting up this morning already, Miss Glam. I ain't gonna lie. You know, it ain't gonna mean but
Really?
King Kelvin. Yeah, we was up in King Kelvin
Oh
about a bit.
Lord.
We were talking
Oh
about old
Lord.
go natural. I'm gonna say her name like she want me to. Old fam, because she been tearing this app up. She been giving us a gut punch. All of us
Oh
been gut
really?
punched. Oh, Miss Porter done with the word. It should be every morning, 7 a.m. from okay, so everybody, it should be in messages. Oh, you signed me up. You know what? Okay, big nail girl, you know I need you. So every morning I do Miss Glenn, 'cause I don't even know what I be talking about, girl. Thank you. Let me take a screenshot this. So every morning, so that means I gotta be live or anywhere I am, I can get gifts and it'll work. How that work?
Yes, you can
Cause
be
I
on someone else's panel. Yeah, you can be on someone else's panel and still get your 2K for your rebate.
mm,
Yeah, exactly.
thank
Yep, you can.
y'all. You
Mhm.
know what? That's why some people don't understand. It ain't
Mhm.
always the people that you see that be great. Sometimes it be the wind beneath their wing. Cause y'all, I don't even know
Exactly.
what I'm doing. I ain't lying. I'm up here enjoying myself, and that's a part of sister girl being sister girl. Cause I can
Mhm.
do some business. I understand. I can do a little work, but I love the
Mhm.
people. I ain't gonna lie to Miss Lamb. I really enjoy going around, jumping in people box, cutting up a little bit, telling the truth. And I like putting on a little skit. Me and President Troll Girl, we got to get together because we probably gonna do us a show too.
Oh
Called
my
Two Old
God, that would.
with Two Old
Yes.
Ladies,
Oh
girl.
my God,
Cause
the president is funny as. She
I,
might not know it, but she is funny as I don't know what to me. But she funny. She
I,
funny, but she be
it's
she not trying to be
serious.
funny. You know?
It's a
Yeah.
serious
She
funny.
don't try.
I
She
know
don't be
that's why.
trying to be funny.
Miss Glam, I don't get along. President Troll gotta be one in a million. I'm gonna be honest with you because I don't really banter with people about certain
Hmm.
things. I like to joke now, but it's certain banter that everybody can't joke with me with, and I'm gonna laugh back and I'm gonna give you your jab back. But
Hmm.
when you understand a person's background, you can understand they can understand different forms of love. Because I didn't look at it as a form of love because my daddy was rough. You understand? My daddy didn't get up in the morning to say I love you. Ooh, thank you.
Okay.
My dad was
Okay.
my
See if
dad was
you.
more there. Mm-hmm.
No, I was gonna say, see if you got a message that says keep up the good work.
It says you're reached level 1. You reach
There you
level
go.
1. Am I messages? That's right.
Okay, so you are in the PK. Yep, you're in your PK now. Yep, you're in your PK now. So we can gift her,
Okay.
so she can get right. So she can get that 2K. Once you get the 2K, you will receive the 14K back in your box. I mean, in your wallet. Okay.
Oh
I was talking to
boy.
someone yesterday, and I was telling them that it's okay that you want to do it however you do. I think that was me and a big nail too. I was talking with her, and I said, "Hey, wait a second." And she was talking about how she had put money on. I was like, "Oh no, 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 no." I said, "We got to do it like this. This is such and such." So she hit
Right.
one tier. I said, "Well, next month we're gonna hit this. Just do it this way." And sure enough, she hit what we set her up to hit.
Oh
Okay,
my.
so we she hit what we set her up to hit. So it's the PKs. I always
It's
recommend that
cool.
you do the auto rebates always because it gives you instant funds back in your wallet.
Yeah,
Instant,
this
okay?
is a format. They better get with Miss Glam if they know what it is. Miss Glam, you know I gotta tell you this. Big gonna get me home, Miss Glam. I'm about to use my big ol' check. I make this much to buy me a ticket home. Cause you know they been storylining me, Miss Glam. They been storylining the sister girl, telling my sister girl is trapped in Jamaica and can't get home.
What? I didn't hear
Oh, you didn't
that.
hear about that? Oh Lord. Jay Meachie them told me. The President Trump told me
I
had
did.
Aries, her damn bald headed self girl with them clear edges, had my picture up in the background, Miss Glam. Cause you know I got two gaps in the bottom of my teeth and one at the top with my front tooth.
Uh
I
huh.
guess that made the front news for my paparazzi fans, Miss Glam. Cause I didn't give them that picture. So they gonna say sister girl is trapped in Jamaica and can't get home. Don't got no
What?
airfare to get. Yep, so I'm gonna host to get home now to Miss Lamb. Yep, I'm gonna use their storyline. Cause that's what the devil
Well,
is
just
right. But
make
however they
sure.
want to tell it.
You go on your own line, and however you
Oh
want to
yeah,
kiki that. Yeah, let them
right.
look. Let them have it. Yes, look. Let
I'm
them
gonna give
have
it
it.
to 'em,
You
Miss
know what I'm
Lamb.
saying? Huh?
hmm They trying to tell my
Yes.
story. So I'm gonna let them tell that as I do to go ahead and let Big bring me home, girl. I'm gonna be like
I know
Dorothy.
that's
Ain't
right.
no place like home. I love Bigo. You know what I'm gonna do, Miss Lamb? Also, I heard about the Bigo testimony. I was telling Hurls that I seen it, and I really want to
Mhm.
participate because I have a Bigo testimony story. Bigo might not haven't bought me my mansion yet, but I see it in my story. But
I
Bigo
know that's
has been
right.
able. Girl, Bigo brought me
Mhm.
out of my shell. Bigo, I told you, Bill kept me on top. My co-host I've been working with for years made sure he contacted me. Said you've been sitting out long enough, and is you ready to go? And I said, Miss Glam, I said I'm ready to rock. He don't even know about Bigo. He don't even know how Bigo been up
Okay.
here keeping me on top.
Doing what
I
he
a
do.
troll. I
Right.
eat trolls. So Bigo is a place to be. No matter what, no matter
Right.
people try to make it is, because you know even they tried to mess up the White House a couple years ago. And we got a bad person in there now. But Miss Glam, if I had a chance, I would still go and see where history was made, where we had the first black president. I wouldn't care because it's not about what people want me to see or what they want to say about me, Miss Glam. It's a story I want them to tell. Because they can say I'm homeless,
Mhm.
I can't get home, but that ain't the truth. But Miss Glam, they talking. They up there talking.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. All
hmm
right. Let's
In this,
see. Let's
it's
see here.
absolutely insane. Look at the presentation on what's inside this can.
Let me see.
So the Beatles famously wrote, "In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make." Well, Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they're feeling the love in New York City today. Yeah, that's sarcasm. We have not only stunning video of an explosive encounter at a Tesla dealership, but
Oh
especially the
yeah.
declaration by one woman who was handcuffed and arrested. You got to see this. You can't
This is
imagine how
in
many
New
cops
York.
descended on these protesters, but really note her great articulation of what's really going on in this country right now. Her words may well become the stuff of rebellion and resistance as it begins to dawn on Americans that they have been suckered and sold out by libertarian hooligans, guys like Peter Thiel and
Mm-hmm.
Leon Musk, and the
Mm-hmm.
pragmatic market-oriented authoritarianism type government that they dream of. But as you're about
Been
to
sold
see, it
out.
seems people are beginning to wake up and that the market is responding. Now, before we get to today's very dramatic and inspiring video from the elegant and friendly showroom floor,
Okay.
Tesla showrooms, dealerships, even charging stations are being set on fire or vandalized in other ways as anger spills out, stemming from mass layoffs and firings across several government agencies. The rage directed at Musk not contained to America's shores, with at least one international incident in which a woman allegedly set a dozen Teslas on fire in France. News Nation's Nancy Lewis
Wow.
live for
Did
us
y'all
from
hear
Long
that?
Beach, California. Nancy, what is
Uh-oh.
the latest on these Tesla attacks?
Now this was
Well,
in.
Nicole, it comes as employees around the world at Tesla dealerships, they are on high alert because of Tesla founder Elon Musk. Many dealerships, they have been picketed in recent weeks and even targeted in violent attacks. The latest violence in Tigard, Oregon, just outside Portland, where police are investigating vandalism involving gunfire on Wednesday. At least 7 bullets tore into the dealership in an overnight attack, damaging 3 cars and shattering windows. No one was injured, and so far, no arrests. Now, in another
Thank
incident,
you.
though, police have a 41-year-old man in custody in Oregon. He allegedly targeted a dealership in Salem, causing major damage with Molotov cocktails in January, and then opening fire with an AR-15 style rifle last
Oh,
month.
Jesus.
Oregon has been a hotbed for protest action against Elon Musk and Tesla, and there's a growing grassroots movement called Tesla Takedown. Lawful picketers are condemning any violence and vandalism.
you have a right.
Okay, this is for educational purposes only. This live is for educational purposes only. Bigo, just to educate our people. You can't have a friendly, friendly protesting. But you know what, guys? Now, unlike prior, protests, where people get to vandalizing their own property, this time they're not doing that. If you know what I mean. So that speaks, some understanding, and the people that I'm looking at don't look like me.
Mm.
Okay. The people I'm looking at do not look like me. So, like I say, this didn't just hit, this is hitting everyone. Okay. So they have been setting, uh, fire to his establishments. All right. So if anybody's still in here, what are your thoughts? You know, they have been setting fire to his establishments, pretty much. So guys, we definitely have to wake up. Some people are still asleep, unfortunately. Some people still sleep. Some people still are not understanding, not grasping that, hey, this is a serious serious what we have going on. Okay. So I just wanted, to throw that in there. New York, Oregon, France. These are just a few of the places that are pretty much taking aim at the Tesla establishments. Okay. All right. So if you guys could share the lot, you know what, guys? Let me just say this right quick. Quick commercial break. Am I the only one behind? Because I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh God, what did I do? I forgot, guys, the time went back to normal. Okay. It went back to so we got an hour back, apparently. And it threw me off. Okay. It definitely threw me off. Okay. But hey D, welcome back, D. Now they also have a new prime minister um over in Canada.
Last month, massive
They
solar
have a
flare
new
hit
prime minister
24
over
hours
in
a day.
Canada.
What?
But you know what?
Again,
I don't think that I don't think Trump and
anything
Elon
can change the world
expected
of work. From
this
HR to
big
payroll, ADP designs for the next
kickback
anything.
Safe like repair,
from the
safe like
people.
replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield.
You know what, Miss
But at
Lamb?
least you can go to
He didn't
safelight.com and
expect the
schedule
Hmm.
a fix
people
in
to
minutes.
rebel
Go to
against what he
safelight.com
say,
and schedule a
because
replacement
usually
today.
Safe
Elon,
like
everything
repair,
Elon Musk
safe like
says is
replace.
golden.
It's scary to think that the United
Now
States has officially
he's
set
doing
off
things
what
that
could
they're not
become the most
favoring,
aggressive trade war in modern history.
Hmm.
President Donald Trump has
because he
officially
can't
imposed a
focus on
massive
Tesla.
wave of tariffs on three of
Tesla is a
America's
cult.
biggest trading partners, Canada, Mexico, and China, setting the stage for
Wow.
economic retaliation that could spiral into something far more serious. This isn't just about trade anymore. It's about power, control, and the very future of global economic
Hmm.
alliance. The numbers are staggering. All imports from Mexico will now be hit with a 25% tariff. Every single product, from cars to avocados to medical equipment. Canada is
Wow.
facing the same 25% tariff across its exports, but with an additional sting, a special 10% levy specifically targeting Canadian energy. Meanwhile, China's existing tariffs have been doubled, jumping from 10% to 20%, putting further strain on an already fragile economic relationship between Washington and Beijing. Trump's justification: national security. In a fiery press conference, he
Okay.
stated that illegal drugs were still pouring into our country from Mexico and Canada at very high and unacceptable levels. He
Wow.
painted the tariffs as a necessary move to protect American industries, jobs, and families. But critics, both within the U.S. and abroad, argue that this has little to do with security and everything to do with politics. The backlash was instant. Canada,
Hmm.
usually measured in its diplomatic responses, wasted no time in hitting back. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made it clear that the United States wasn't going to get away with economic aggression without facing serious
Hmm.
consequences. His government swiftly enacted retaliatory tariffs on a staggering $100 billion worth of U.S. goods, matching Trump's 25% tax. But that was just the beginning. In a
Right.
statement that sent shockwaves through global markets, Trudeau declared that Canada was prepared to escalate even further. The
Yeah.
first $30 billion in tariffs went into effect immediately. But another
Wow.
$125 billion is scheduled to roll out in just 21 days. Trudeau made it clear that his
Wow.
government wasn't bluffing. He accused Trump of trying to break Canada's economy, suggesting that this could be part of a larger scheme to make the country more
Hmm.
vulnerable to
Hmm.
U.S. influence.
Hmm.
According to him, Trump sees economic chaos in Canada as a stepping stone to pushing his long discussed idea, making Canada the 51st state of the United States. That's right. While it may sound like something out of a political thriller, Trudeau didn't hold back. He suggested that Trump's ultimate goal was to weaken Canada to the point where annexation became a real possibility, an accusation that sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. And when asked if
Okay, I'm gonna
Canada
stop right there because you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. So Trump feels that if he can weaken Canada, that they will
Grand
be
Rising.
vulnerable to I didn't see. Good morning. If they can weaken Canada and make
Mm-hmm.
them vulnerable, okay, to the US, because Trump still wants that to be the 51st state. Remember, guys,
Mm-hmm.
he wants Canada. He wants Canada. But Canada also have started to take I dropped it in the Discord where they have taken US products off of the shelves. And I was listening to some of the Canadians, they said, well, this is good because now they can focus more on buying you know, going to Canadian sellers opposed to
Mm-hmm.
American.
Yeah.
So that's something. Let me read this article. Let me read this quick title right quick. Trump backfires. It says Trump strikes back while the U.S. market loses $3.6 trillion. So it's not working with Canada. I don't believe it's going to work with. There's another bombshell that Mexico did too. But go ahead, sister girl. I'll pause right there.
You
They
know,
did
Miss
something
Lamb,
too.
I just want to drop a bomb and say this should remind them of all his failed attempts at business. None
Mm,
of this shit, if we look at a person's track record, and if we were to pull his resume, as people
mm-hmm.
like to composite
Oh,
when they want to make a presentation of what they're able to represent, and we look at
mm-hmm.
Donald Trump's what you say resume, there is nothing of an accomplishment that we can say that this man's going to succeed in the presidency. They all failed. The Congress, the Senate, the Supreme Court, all of them. Anybody with a vote that voted left, they failed us. They failed not just us, they failed Americans. Because the one thing that we had a ability to have in our country, Miss Lamb, was a choice. And that's what made us a
Mm-hmm.
powerful place to be. Because other places, like other countries, they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice to be poor or rich. They don't have
Right.
the opportunities that America had to present. So everything that made us an attractive nation has now made us a joke. Just that quick. It's like, Miss Glenn, what I can relate it to, it's like
Mm-hmm.
making the wrong choice of men. And now you become the whole laughing stock of town. But you could have had a good man, Savannah, but you chose that bad one. And that's pretty much what America looks like. You chose the worst man in
Mm-hmm.
town. And now you about to
Mm-hmm.
be put out your home. You lost everything.
Keep the
And
faith.
everybody laughing.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
yeah, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, we definitely will have to keep our faith. That is so true because also too, excuse me, it was stating that China has teamed up with Russia. Okay, so
but what they do?
hmm?
What they gonna do together, Miss Glam? Come against America?
If need be, yeah,
But can the American
yes,
people get a voice in this? I think it's time for us to start speaking out. Say we are political captivists. We do not agree with this regime. Might need to give them the right articulation, Miss Glam, because I feel like we are all political refugees at this point. I don't feel safe in this country.
mm-hmm,
I feel as
mm-hmm,
though that the political views of the leaders are not in my best interest, and I really feel like it could harm me and my family. I need
mm-hmm.
political asylum. That's what I need from America, political asylum. Can we start begging for that, Miss Glam?
Well, you know what? That's a good point. That is definitely a good point. So it was reversed. So what Trump tried to do, he tried to sanction China. Because China also is like, no, you want to, you want to put these, 25, 30. I'm just saying, these are not the exact numbers, but you want to
Mm-hmm.
sanction them again. They're like, no, and we know China is powerful. China is powerful. Okay. So that's definitely not something that's definitely not something that we wanted. Now I was under the impression that he was really working to get Putin. I still think him and Putin is in bed. I still think him and Putin, they are so much alike that they working together.
Mm-hmm. Miss Glam, don't you
Miss
see it?
Glam, wait a minute. Yes. Oh yeah. I opened up the box. The box is open. Yep. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, go ahead.
Morning.
Okay, go ahead. Sister girl, keep talking while I convert.
Okay, because right now, I sure appreciate you having these conversations, Miss Lamb, because I can get this off my head and move on with my day. Because these type of things that keep you consumed. The fact that we don't have
Mm-hmm.
much control. It's not the happy country that we thought it was growing up. That we going you know what I'm saying? We have a choice and what's going da 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 da. We don't have that choice, y'all. But we do have a choice, and I feel like where we can go. I don't want to be here no more if it's gonna be a chaotic mess. I'm gonna be
Well,
fed.
I was talking about that. I was talking about sovereignship. So basically. We have our do we still have our citizenship at this point? Because the Constitution has, to me, this is just my personal opinion, that the Constitution has been ripped apart.
Yeah, it doesn't represent us. It
Yeah, so
doesn't
it's like
represent
the
us.
Constitution has been ripped apart. I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but for me, it feels that the Constitution um, has been ripped apart. Congratulations to the lottery winners. Yeah. So if anyone else in the comments have a comment, go ahead. Definitely put your comments down there because this is something, guys, that we definitely need to be addressing. I'm not saying be overwhelmed or anything like that, but it's definitely something that needs to be talked about um, because they're taking everything pretty much. Yeah, pretty much everything is being taken.
Fly like an eagle. Yeah, doesn't matter which gifts you give.
That
That's I
Okay, you breaking up. You breaking up real bad.
you
Okay,
gotta
I always tell people don't throw SL gifts. When you're doing business with someone, don't throw SL gifts. Throw gifts where they're gonna get bean for bean.
okay. So the it doesn't matter if it's a big gift or because I was this is what people told me in the past was that when you throw like
Hmm.
large gifts, they don't get the whole amount of the gift. They only get a percentage. But when you throw like uh, 99 maces or something like that, they get them all. I don't know if that's true or
That's true.
whatever.
If they Right. If you do 99 maces, they get 99 maces. Just like that gift I just threw. She got the whole 2K. Now, if I had thrown a SL gift, which is a super lucky gift, then the person is not going to get bean for bean. So then you got to go back and see, well, dang, well, how much did they get? Then you have to make the difference. Okay. Whenever you're doing business with someone, do not do SL gifts.
So you gambling. You really is gambling doing SL gifts. So you could spend more
Exactly.
than you could have, gambling. Then you could have just sent in the gifts, pretty much, right?
Right. Well, you don't want to gamble doing business because you're doing that for yourself. I've seen people
Hmm.
fall out because they will go and pay them. They may have did business or something, and they come and they do all bills, and the person is like, "Well, you still need to pay me. You're gambling. You're not paying me." So,
Mm.
I always tell my hosts, do not do SL gifts when you're doing business. That's why just now I did a regular gift that's going to get bean for bean. So she got the whole 2K.
Okay. Okay. Now I
Yep,
got you.
she got the whole 2K.
I ain't
Now
gonna
I
lie,
still
man.
owe you 2K, Neil. So if you want me to drop that later, because I still owe her 2K from yesterday. Okay. She said her internet is really messed up. Yeah, guys. So it's so much pretty much that we can, go in with this. Okay, now also too, there's two other topics. I won't get a chance to get to them today, but write it down because we definitely are going to get to these on tomorrow. Angie Stone's case has been ruled a homicide.
Oh Lord,
Yes, yes. So we are
you know
going to
what?
talk about that.
Jesus
Yes.
is on the cross.
Um, So her son was not satisfied with stating that how did everyone on that bus, how did everyone on that bus survive but her? But see, my thing was that the bus flipped over before the what they call it, the big truck or whatever. It flipped over before that. Okay, so my thing is, so what if someone injected her? Because there's things that you can inject people with just look like they had a heart attack or they just had a stroke.
Yeah, be a
natural
smart little
causes.
preacher.
Exactly.
You're right, Miss
There is
Glam.
things that people can do. So when I saw that pretty much the van flipped over twice. The first time nothing hit it. Nothing.
Mm.
So that was the opportunity for any foul play to take place to take place. Okay. It says, Miss Graham, can you check your messages when you get a chance? Okay.
The one thing about that, Miss Glam, they can't do it again. As you done that one time with the wrong person or the
Mm-hmm.
right one, how you want to call it, you can't do it again. And when I heard about that, her passing, the only thing that came to my mind is that song that she had made up, and Hurls had just made it, not even 2 weeks before, when she said, "My sunshine has come, and I'm all I got. There's no more
Mm-hmm.
rain in these clouds." That's what hit across my mind, Miss Lemon. Every time I hear about it, that same thing come across my mind. And peace. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how that lady was living. For you know what I'm saying? But that's a crazy life
Mm-hmm.
to live. When people
Mm-hmm.
want to unalive you. When people really want to come unalive you,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Lemon, that's and it's not you being crazy. It's not something that's in your
Mm-hmm.
head. And now it could be proven. As I said, you can't try that again. You can't say, "Oh, she's just crazy again." Because when somebody say, "Oh, they trying to take me out," people gonna believe them now. You can't do that no more. 'Cause I believe they did it to Whitney. I believe that's how they got a
Yeah,
hold of
they
Whitney.
yeah, well they definitely stated that. Yeah, they said that's excuse me. They said that that's what happened with Whitney. But I got the article here, so we'll go over that probably tomorrow. Um, Oh, excuse me. So, also Jamal Bryant, which we know is the mega church. Jamal Bryant is a mega church preacher. He actually
Mm-hmm.
took over, not Creflo Dollar. He actually took over Eddie Long's church, New Birth, here in Georgia. So he's
Mm.
he actually did start a boycott 40 days ago to boycott Target and a few other these other places. Okay, so from my understanding, the boycott is working. It is working. I know Walmart, no Target. Target wanted to backpedal. They wanted to backpedal up out up. No, okay, well, no, we ain't gonna do this. And then when they tried to do that, then the DEI said, no, wait a second. So they basically like caught in the middle, like, what are you gonna do? No, you can't backpedal because now the people is like, okay, no, you really feel how you felt about the DEI. So keep it. We just won't shop there. We will go directly to the source and cut you out, and that's what's happening. People are going directly to uh, who they want to buy from. They're going directly to the source
And
and
that's the
cutting
attitude they
them
need.
out. And
That's
we
Martin
need
Luther
to keep that.
King.
We need to keep
Mm-hmm.
that past the 40 days. Keep right on shopping
Yeah.
directly with the person that you have been shopping with. Period. Okay,
You
we don't need that.
you know,
Mhm.
Miss Glenn, can we reach back in the past to our martyrs? It's a reason why we were given God bless their soul and rest in peace martyrs to represent the cause. So that we never
Mhm.
forget how deadly that it is that we fight for our freedom of thought and our freedom of expression and our freedom to spin and live how we choose to in a country where we were not given freedom in. Maybe it's I need to hush
Mhm.
because I talk too strong. And that's what I've always tried to hide from. Because you know what? It's always those people who become the martyrs. But why would I martyr myself when there's nobody else to fight with me? And I say that with all
Okay,
respect for
perfect.
Islam. Somebody got to stand
Perfect.
up. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King
Mhm.
represented two extremes. One stood for peace and equality, and one stood for I will fight for what is right and what's mine. You got to find which one you
Mhm.
fit in between. Because Miss Glenn, we woke now. So, because some people
We
not just,
won't.
we're not gonna sit back and let you just walk over us anymore. You're not gonna step on my toes. I'm not gonna say excuse me unless you say excuse me back. I don't have the manners that you don't have. I can't be better than you. I could be equal though. That's what I'm looking for. I
Mhm.
don't know about nobody else, Miss Glam. I'm not looking for no free pass, but I'm looking to get a pass. Have me in line and
Mhm.
don't disrespect me while I'm there. My mom and my daddy are from the South, and I'm very proudly a Southern woman. I'll tell you one thing they taught me in the North: you never beg and pay. If you don't want my
Mhm.
money, you don't want my presence, I'm gone with my money. I mean, well, I'm that way in another country, honey. Because when it's in you and not on you, what can you do? I can't beg and pay. And black people need to know that we
Mhm.
are a rich people. We can do things. We build a nation all under duress. What can we do now under our own steam? We need Black Wall Street, Miss Glam. We need to just push black
Yes.
excellence time. This black
Yeah.
excellence. So we don't what we have
Yes.
to do is not sit down is work for ourselves. We ain't trying to just boycott. We're gonna work for
Mm.
ourselves. We still need to spend our
Well,
money with
that's black. That's it. That's it. Black Wall Street. Yeah. When I watched that movie,
mm-hmm,
Black Wall Street, right on Tubi for free.
mm-hmm,
That movie blessed me, y'all, because they banded together. They band together and they began to build their own community. Now, I've heard it said that United States of America is not going to allow that again. For Black people to actually do that, but that's where salvageship comes in at. To me, that's where salvageship comes in at when you are getting it from the mud. That's getting it from the mud,
mm-hmm,
baby, because you have no government assistance. You have no
mm-hmm.
help from the
Right.
government at all. Not all the way down to your Social Security check. Okay, all the way down to that. You are getting it straight up out of the mud. Do you understand me? And you do
Right.
have to get people that are not afraid to denounce it.
And Miss
And
Glam,
that's the
they
whole.
make it,
Mm,
I ain't gonna lie, they make it
mhm.
easy in a way. If they only giving you $250 to live off of in a week, you make it easy for me to walk away. If I can give you
Yeah,
500 a week, I can double what they pay.
right,
Anybody will walk away, Miss Lamb. It's easy. You turn people on, not off. America has turned us
right.
off, and they don't even understand. Because most people just saying yes to anything they can. And somebody need to speak up and be resistant. Don't you know the best thing in our lives is change with a little agitation? This has been agitated us.
Mm.
Only thing we need to do is just get active because we are the
Ooh,
black. I learned this on the public access channel, Ms. Glam. I'm really a little nerd. That black people
mhm,
push forth democracy. Blacks in America wanting to be free, wanting to be a part of the decision making. We've always played a part in politics, and that's why they talk the way they do. That's why they act the way they do. They go and hide and vote in secrecy
mm,
so that we cannot have an
mm,
active vote in our democracy. We need to understand, in any essence, anything they do affects them, ultimately affects us. But only thing we gotta
mhm.
do, Miss Glam, is duck and hide. That's all we gotta do, duck and hide. I promise you, they gonna fight each other. You hear them talking? They call that rhetoric. Their rhetoric keep getting stronger and stronger. Each and every one of them getting tougher and tougher. At some point, Miss Glam, they're gonna buck up. History has already told us. So what black people got to do, like you said, have that our plan of how we hide from them. But they do what they do to themselves. That's what they do, Miss Glam. Why
Mhm.
I don't want to call them by they color,
Right.
but by their nature, they gonna fight.
Mhm.
Somebody. I don't know if that was that brown monk that explained certain things to us.
It was
That
Brown Monk.
right about they nature and how it's their nature to be
Mhm.
war and take things. And so it's in their nature to do what they're doing. And only thing we got to
Mhm.
do is be loving on ourselves. Do something we have never done before. Love us. And I ain't talking about selfishly. I'm talking about openly
Mhm.
and
It
be
was him.
denounce Willie Lynch. We have to denounce the Willie Lynch letter, Miss Lamb.
Oh,
At this point, we
Jesus.
have to acknowledge it and denounce it because my
Mhm.
hair ain't no better than your hair. My
Mhm.
skin ain't no better than your skin. The years I've been on this earth ain't no bit greater or no fewer than the years you've been on this earth. We all are equal people. We're human. And once we get that in our head, that comparison, that
Ooh.
division that they put amongst us, it will be shattered, Miss Pam. Because we all suffering. We got that in common for sure. And I don't want to hurt no more. And it don't got to do with no man or just being a woman. It's just being a human. Just
Right.
being a human and watching the suffering
Just
that we
being
all going
human.
through. Right. If
Hmm.
you're an empathetic human, you cannot be at rest when you see other people hungry. And that's why I
Hmm.
say, Miss Glenn, I get up every morning to say the same thing. My black people, when they come to fight, duck and roll. Have your bag ready to roll. Have a plan for you, because you ain't in the plan. We're not in the plan. If anything, how they going to eliminate us? We need to know that
We
from history.
hmm Well, we definitely, yeah, we definitely have to just, to me, just stay up on it, and
Mhm.
when I do these lives every morning, um, when I do these lives every morning, it's definitely not to scare anyone. It's not to say, you know, um, there's nothing we can do. It's basically to just be aware, you know, be aware of your surroundings. It's like we were taught as children, stranger danger. You had to know who was a stranger, and your parents said, hey, you don't go with strangers. So they gave us little codes, to say, hey, scream, have a whistle, blow your whistle. This is the same thing for me. Blow your whistle. If you see something that your brother might not have saw coming the way, blow your whistle. You know what I'm saying? Stranger danger. So that's what this live is about every morning. Okay, being aware, being concerned but not worried, because we still have to stand on our faith. We have to stand and know that God is God. Now I am going to be going into the book of Revelations, guys, 12 and 22. Okay, because this is what we are living. Whether they want to believe it or not, we got an antichrist and we got the beast. Okay, we got the antichrist and we got the beast. Some Christians, and I'm gonna say Christians, believe that Trump is the savior. They believe that. They believe that Trump is saving America. They really do. Let me see your comment. It says some people don't watch the news. Exactly. And you know what? I do hear people say they're not going to watch the news because it's too depressing. Now anything that you consume too much of, guess what? It's going to overtake you, regardless of what it is. If you eat too much, you're going to start gaining weight if you eat the wrong type of food. So what do? You go to the doctor. He say, "Hey, you're on a borderline of being a diabetic." Then what do? You change your eating habits because you don't want to be a diabetic. You don't. You want to bring your blood pressure down. So you start doing what you've been instructed to do. This is nothing. This is the same thing. Forewarned is forearmed. But if you don't, forewarned is forearmed. But if you don't know to arm yourself against what, then you don't know.
Mhm.
Yes, we are in
But
the
Miss
year of our
Glenn,
Lord. We are.
all we have
Absolutely.
to do is be ready, and that's in the preparation of our spirit. Like that man, I believe that brown monk came, like you said, as a answer to spiritual questions that all of us are searching for, whether we knew it or not. And some of us gonna take longer to get to where we need to get to in our heart, Miss Clam, because that battle between our
Hmm.
mind and our heart is a tough battle. Because we think we know it all, but our heart know we don't.
Hmm.
In our heart,
Hey,
Miss Clam, we know.
BH.
But
Hmm.
hey, good morning, BH. But at the end of the day, we have an opportunity to step forth and know that in love, everything you do is perfect. Because he said the
Hmm.
greatest of these is love. And right now, we know none of those people that's behind Trump is acting in love because nothing that man doing is in love. It started from hate, and that is the root of evil, Miss Ma'am.
Hmm.
God don't dwell in that. Once
Hmm.
that man
Thank
start
you.
dealing in hate, Miss Ma'am. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he was that's he was what blew me away. You don't realize what blew me away. You get God in every kind of way. And Christ is not just a man; it's the heart of man. And women want to be special. Heart of man and woman. It's hearts, Miss Lamb, that is against Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Even saying they're Christians. Because you can't say you hate anybody and say you love God. That's why I said the
That's
greatest of
right.
all these is love. I gotta
It's
love
love.
Miss Lamb. That's how I found my way on this app. There's no way I would have been on no LGBTQ plus app until I found out that me loving a white man made me a part of the group. How can I discriminate on you in, in ignorance and
Mm-hmm.
not knowing and not accepting because I believe in Christ? That is not
Mm-hmm.
of Christ. And those people, by even voting for that man, they voted for they heart anti-Christ. It really wasn't that they voted when they voted hate Miss Glam and not
Mm-hmm.
love. That was the element of the Antichrist. So you're right. The Antichrist has been elected. He do his job, and like you said, to inform the people of what is written is the best thing, Miss Glam, you could do in preparation for what is to come. So they won't be
Exactly. Because
scared.
we
Because I was a child and grew up
right.
hearing revelations.
Right. Well, a lot of people don't
It's
want to
time.
go into Revelations, but it also lets us know it says blessed is the one that reads Revelations. You know why? Because it's definitely going to tell you what's happening, so that you can prepare yourself, for the end time gathering, Okay, so it's definitely going to prepare you, for that. Getting rid of the bus is what we were talking about this morning. BH, basically the museum. Okay, the museum of which where the bus sits. Those is they're selling it, but selling it to who? Who you selling it to? That's the whole thing.
And why is
And
that
why
bad?
bother it? Huh?
Hmm? I said,
No,
why
I'm
that
just saying,
bother the spirit, Miss
why
Glam?
even bother it? Why even bother it?
Hmm?
What is it hurting? I'm quite sure there's something else where money could be taken from. Uh, period. Okay. So now,
Oh, oh, Miss Glam, I get it now. You remember they brought down all the civil rights, civil war general things, General Lee, this, that's a retaliation direct. It's petty, but it's direct retaliation from taking down their old ancient heroes from the Civil War. That's all they can do. But
hey Nessie, good morning.
you were never supposed to be free. You
Okay,
know
you
what they saying
breaking
used to
up.
be? The
Yeah,
were
you chopping.
you,
You
my
breaking
bad.
up real bad. Yeah, you going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Yep, real bad. Okay,
Okay, I'm
soon blacks
in.
will crumble. Trump. Okay, so this is another headline. Soon blacks will crumble. Trump. Now we are going to be covering Angie Stone. Again, guys, I'm going to get more footage and get more details. I have dropped some information in my Discord. Okay, that they are doing a full investigation now. Her autopsy has come back. Did anyone get a chance to see the autopsy of Angie Stone? Okay, because her son was like, I don't understand how my mom was the only one out of nine people. I don't get it. So he wasn't buying that. So guys, so get your questions. Scroll through, see what you can find. Also on the information because maybe I missed something. We're going to be talking about that. You can always send the clips or send information to my email, which is uncensored with the glam at gmail.com. You can always send information there because we are going to be talking about that as well. Okay, I got a comment. I think she was already dead before the accident. Oh, so you right where I'm at. Okay, you right where I'm at because I did state that the van the van had already flipped over. Okay, the van had already flipped over when um it got hit by the truck. The van had already flipped. Okay, so that was my thing. It flipped over. That was time for anybody to do any foul play because the van had already flipped. Then it got hit. Okay, then it got hit. Okay, but she said it. And if you notice, anytime people get to digging up and talking about they want this, they want that. I mean, something does happen. So I'm with you. I'm with you, Neffy. I am with you. That they do have things out here, like I just stated, that where you can give people things and it looks like natural cause. Looks like thank you. Looks like a what they call
Like
natural causes.
like she
Exactly.
just
But it's
fell off with the
actually,
street was.
I'm trying to see if there's any more comments. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm with you, Nappy. I am definitely with you that, yeah, she was already, because 9 people, I mean, think about it, y'all. 9 people and no one else. I mean, that's unheard of. At least 2 people,
Mhm.
3 people, but she was the only one. Now, who did they pay
What about?
to take her out? Remember, I was saying last
Mhm.
night, y'all. I said this last night when we were talking about 50 Cent and this big meats thing, and there's more to that story this morning too. So listen, I said there's always a Judas in the bunch that would take the 50 pounds of silver and turned on Jesus. There is always one who took the 50 pounds of silver and took Angie Stone out. I'm a firm believer. There's always one. And it's gonna be somebody close to you because no one else can get close enough to you.
And Miss Glam,
Okay.
we might
So I hit
open
my
up
mark.
Pandora's box.
Hmm.
And when you open up Pandora's box,
Yeah.
you don't know what else are you gonna find because, like I said,
Right.
who else in the box that been mysteriously unalived without because they requested something? And you know what God said in the end, all will be revealed. It's
Right.
gonna be
Right.
revealed,
Right.
man.
Right.
And it has to come. All these things have to come to pass. And that's when
Hmm.
even when Jesus asked God to take that bitter cup from his lips, he couldn't refuse. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. He could not refuse that cup because it was in God's will. So I appreciate. Oh my God, thank you, Nephi. Girl, I appreciate it because I am in this auto rebate. I'm gonna try to get it together,
Yes,
y'all.
you
Cause
are.
not for nothing, I really do. I enjoy being here, and I understand the mission. I understand the assignment, y'all. And I do gotta start getting up. I said getting up, getting up, getting out, and doing God's will. And even like I don't have to be in my bedroom doing it. I could do it anywhere in the world, and that's what even me being here. I really
Hmm.
want to represent this land. I make a joke about it and everything because I'm a fun-loving girl. But to be honest, I
Hmm.
came because I wanted to really live. I wasn't living my life in my world. I was just in my room. You know what I'm saying? I was still hurt, still not wanting to go out, afraid of the world. We don't know what they're going to say, don't know what they're going to do. Because it's unpredictable. Even right now, we live in an unpredictable world. But for me to step outside of my comfort zone, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've had a hard time. It's not all been roses and pearls. It ain't all been sunny
Hmm.
days. It rains, it pours, and not for nothing being a woman of a particular age, right now, my Aunt Flo done came to see me in paradise. So imagine my world. But all that, Miss Blair, I'm grateful to be alive and struggling because that means
Hmm.
that I got a chance. We all do. So even that's all I leave people
Right.
with hope. 'Cause this is what we talk about. is so heavy and painful. Thank you so much that you got to keep your head
Right.
up and know that God
Right.
is the ultimate guide and not this man in control.
Right.
And he had to come to
That's
pass,
true.
y'all, for Jesus to come back to save us all. Glory finna come. It's about to be glory soon. Thank you, Big
Yes.
Man.
Now,
I appreciate that so
one other.
much.
Yeah, she is in an auto rebate. I am also in an auto rebate, but I have mine. Yeah, I have my 2K. Okay, so she needs 2K to actually hit her I don't, let me see what I have in my wallet. Yeah, to hit your yeah, to hit your quota. I mean your tier. Ah, I'm all over the place, Miss Glam. To hit
Mm-hmm.
your you know what I'm trying to say.
I know Miss Graham. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it right too, cause I ain't got to worry about believe. I'm just saying the rebate. Cause to be fair, I'm learning and I'm gonna fumble like a baby. I might as
Oh
be
God,
correct.
I just sent that to the. Wait a minute. Let me see. I don't know if I sent that to the right person. But anyway, if I didn't, it's okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, just going live. You can be on someone else's panel. That's the whole thing. You
Thank
can be
you.
on someone else's panel. Okay. All right. I did send it to Neil. She sent it back to you. Okay.
You know what? Those are so
Okay.
cute. I don't even. What does that mean when they get that other bubble with the other little dot beans in it? That's how much beans you get. I don't understand some of the things.
Okay, so let me see. Elon, get out of my country. Okay, so they're saying Elon, get out of my country. If you just joining, I don't know if BH is still in here, Neppy. I know you guys keep up with what's going on as well. Listen, guys, they are going not just in one country, one state. They are basically they're burning up the Elon showrooms where the vehicles are at. This live is for entertainment purposes only and education. Okay, we're educating ourselves pretty much on what's going on in our country, Bigo. So they are basically setting things on fire. I guess my thing is I'm glad that they're not, like going to the local stores in their area. You know how they used to do back in the day. So they are doing this in a different way. They saying, Elon, get out of our country. Okay, get out.
Wow.
Basically, yeah, go. We don't want you here. Leave. Okay.
But
So also, 1 second. Also, Mexico has fired back. That's going to be another topic we're going to bring up. Also, guys, Mexico firing back. They're not backing down. So what happened is Trump backed down again. He said, okay, well, we're going to wait another 30 days. Yeah, see, you're not able, they not letting him bully. That's what's going on. They are not letting him bully. So now again, what did Trump do? Oh, okay, well, we're gonna do another 30 days. Trump, they're not playing with you. And you want Canada as the 51, you want Canada to be number 51. So you're trying to basically dry up their economy, but guess what they said? Okay, no problem. We're going to start buying Canadian. Now we can focus more on Canadian products. Now we can focus more on Canadian sellers, is what they're saying. Okay, they have taken all the liquor, they've taken all the U.S. products off of the shelf. Okay, they're saying, so what? You're not going to bully us, is what they're saying. So they're not backing down this time. You picked the wrong countries to try to bully. Even in New York, they were setting Tesla things ablaze. Poo poosh, poof poosh. They want the smoke. That's what I'm saying. They want the smoke. Okay. Hey, hey,
Graham, you
they are there,
check this out.
baby.
Girl, I can't
What?
with you, Miss Graham. Miss Graham said poo poo. Miss
Yeah,
Graham,
yeah, yeah.
I chuckle. When you said poo poo, Miss Graham, you know what this remind me of? That movie Leave the World Behind. I don't know if you watched it yet, but it was I believe it was written and directed by the Obama. And The Teslas
They
was the
want the
cars that were
smoke.
driving themselves, and people are triggered. And I think it's really embarrassing when, first of all, that's his political views, and he's taking his political views to his
Mm-hmm.
business, and it is damaging his
Mm-hmm.
business and his brand. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said, Miss Glam, this boy, I hate to call him a boy, but he's not acting like a man. You are as viciously trying to be a captain, save a planet for a planet that didn't nominate you to do that. He is misguided, and not for nothing, I don't know. He wanted to be president, but because he's from South Africa, born in South Africa, he could never run to be president. He's now president, like, and Donald Trump is just a puppet. That's why Tesla
Well,
is being.
the little boy said it. The little boy say, "Shut the f up. You're not president. Shut up." The little boy told it.
Mm-mm.
Little X.
See,
You know what I'm
see, I'm talking
saying?
about
So you're right. He can't be the president of the United States. He's not a you. He wasn't born here. You
no,
know, he was not born here. So yeah, he
and he
bought
got to keep the secret.
Trump. Trump sold the U.S. out. Period.
And Miss
Trump
Glenn, he got
sold.
to keep the secret. They got to keep that's like a secret together. They made a deal with the devil, and they got to keep a secret together. Imagine that bond. You can't tell nobody you stole the election for Trump, and Trump is not the real president. You are. Nobody would respect it. And Trump can't tell nobody that he stole the election for him, because they would immediately put him out, and he would lose everything. They made a deal with the devil, Miss Glenn. Watch that ticket come up. It's gonna come out. That's how the devil gonna betray them both, cause they're not loyal to nobody.
Well, I don't even feel that it's a secret anymore. We all see it. We all
Well, yeah,
see
it's
it.
not.
You saw the
Yeah.
election. Yeah, it's not a secret, but now it's just how you know what I'm saying? It's just now how do we dismantle it? You know, how do you get control of it? That's where I'm at. Okay, the United States, I mean, what can be done? What are y'all gonna do? That
And
that's where it's
you
at
right.
because we see what's
And
been happening.
you right, Miss Glenn. That's what we at. What you said, we see what's happening. What I say when the unveiling is when they turn on each other. You know what I'm saying? Because right
That's
now we
already been
know.
happening. Yeah, and
Well,
that's been happening too. They've been turning on each other, Elon
really?
and Trump. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'll drop some stuff in the Discord. They already
Lord.
at each other's throats. But see, you got two airheads that want to be
Yep.
in charge. You got two
Yep.
narcissists that basically want the spotlight on them. And see, Trump pissed off because see, Trump likes to take the credit for everything. And Elon
Mhm.
is shining, well, Elon is doing this and Elon is dodging this and Elon. Trump don't like that, you know.
It's not funny, but Elon want to save the day. He want to save us from Trump. He want because not
Nah,
that's his.
Elon want us living in space.
Yes, Miss Lamb. He don't own nothing. You can't trust a man that only owns hair plugs. I'm just gonna say it, Miss Lambs. Forgive me, Lord. Elon Musk don't own nothing
He,
but them hair plugs in his head. That's it, Miss Lamb.
you
He
know,
don't
he
own a
wants
home.
he want
You know he
okay.
sold his home.
Um oh, Elon sold his home.
Yeah, he don't own nothing, Miss Lamb. That man, in essence, he's like a couch surfer. He doesn't have his own home that he's invested in. He's not invested in Earth. So you're right. He wants us in outer space somewhere.
Yeah, he wants us
Living.
in, yeah, he definitely, yeah, he wants us in outer space. Okay, he doesn't want to live here on because he looks like an alien himself. He don't look human. He looks like an AI. He looks
And he
like
might
something
be.
that, yeah, he looks like a freaking AI. I'm gonna be honest, like he got cloned. Okay, he does not look real. Okay, let me say this right quick. Okay, China bans Tesla. China has banned the Teslas over in China. Okay, so it's Trump didn't expect this. I do not believe Trump expected this. I believe that he expected some what they call it kickbacks, some lashes, but I don't believe he expected it to this degree. I really don't. I do not believe. It says live. Trump shocks world with the big war. He steady talking about World War III. And how many know there's big money in having a war? Big bucks in having a war. Okay, God forbid. But I'm going to go into the book of Revelations. If you are in my Discord, I will be dropping the scripture so you can follow along as I go into the book of Revelations. Okay, we got the Antichrist and we got the beast, the seven seals, the seven trumpet, the seven stars. All of this represents something, guys. Just like we are in the 50th year, like they were stating, this is the year that they will go to the museum. Okay, where the bus sits that Rosa Parks was on. Okay, so this is the year. So it's not by coincidence that all of these things are happening um, around the same time. I stated this before. Everything is about numbers. Even Bigo, even Bigo. Everything we do, guys, is about numbers. Now we also want just as for an example, look at the time. The time went up. So we go back to what they say, the normal time, such and such a. Okay, so everything is about numbers. Everything revolves around numbers that we do. Okay,
Hmm.
so we just always have to pay attention to that. It's about numbers, and with them, it's about the numbers, which is the dollar. But the United States have lost so far $3.5 trillion messing with Mexico and Canada.
Mm.
Okay, already. Okay, Target, they're crying. Walmart is crying. So, for anyone that have not been following it, guess what? The boycott is working so far, but we have to keep it up. We definitely have to keep it up. We cannot shop. Get what you need, and that's it. Only buy what you need. And if you can go directly to that hair product, go directly to their site. Bypass the middleman because you're paying extra by going by the middleman so they can get their cut.
Yeah, it's that time, Miss Glam. We got to stand up for what's right. I
Mm-hmm.
totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, Miss Glam, we have the power to change our lives like never before.
Well,
We don't.
we
We
got
no
the
longer
power to
living.
save. Yeah, it's
Well,
about saving our lives.
well, you're right. Because at first, Miss Glam, before we can save it, some people have to change it. That's why I said they're gonna have to stop, like you said, buying like they used to buy, spending how they used to spend, thinking how they used to think. They gotta change their mind in order to save their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
if you don't, you're gonna have a bunch of people in panic. And that's the one thing you don't want. You don't want people about running around doing any and everything. That's the opposite of no plan. They said
Mm-hmm.
proper plan and preparation. And that's what people need, a
Mm-hmm.
proper plan and preparation in order to save their life. Because right now, going out there ripping a band-aid off an open wound is not going to save them. Or even putting a band-aid on a big old wound ain't going to save you. Might need some stitches. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We have to really examine whatever situation somebody's in because if they're on total assistance from the government, we're not speaking to those people, but we need to speak to those people because they don't have any plan and they don't have any resources to make a preparation. And those people are going to
Mm-hmm.
be the ones that are driven in like cattle to the slaughter. Gonna be driven in, Miss
Mm-hmm.
Glenn. Gonna be promised this and that by taking this chip in your hand. And our job, the harvest is plentiful, God told us, Miss Glam, but the harvesters are few. It's harvest time, my mom and my daddy used to say. It's harvest time. And you know, I believe in Matthew, I don't quite remember the direct scripture, but I do remember what the word said. He said there's going to be
Mhm.
a nation that's going to rise up again, Miss Lamb, and it's that
Mhm.
time. It's time for that nation because God said it before He come again,
Ooh.
and I knew. I said it's not time yet. It's not time for God to come because the nation ain't ready yet. A great nation gonna rise up again and stand up against the principalities that are. And it is in Matthew that is written that it ain't gonna be no sit down situation, Miss Lamb. It ain't gonna be
Hey, Miss
just an
Sunshine.
overtaking. There is gonna be a nation, and
Mhm.
I prayed to God at that time, not knowing that's before I knew what I was praying for, Miss Lamb. But you gotta be careful what you pray. If I could tell anybody,
Mhm.
don't pray, don't pray, talk to God, don't pray, because
Mhm.
you might not know what you're praying for and what that prayer gonna
Mhm.
do. Because Miss Lamb,
Mhm.
I asked God to be if it's gonna be a nation, I want to be one of the leaders of the nation. Why not? It's gonna be somebody. I'd rather be the leader than one of the people that just getting a clue, Miss Lamb, when it's time to make
Mhm.
a move. Because them the ones that's gonna have to be swept up. The people that's, like I said, totally dependent. They're not trying to get away from the government. They getting their rent paid. They getting food. They feel as though they're secure. That's that Willie Lynch mindset. We good. But
Mhm.
right now, benefits are being taken. So Miss Glam, what they gonna do? And I'm not talking about just medical. But when it's your
Mhm.
housing, Section 8, and your food, what are they going to do? That's when things about to get crazy. And that's why I said we need to keep talking, Ms. Lamb. Proper plan and
Right.
preparation.
Right.
That's all we can
Hey,
do.
Miss Sunshine. I don't know if she's still in here. I just want to say hey to her. Yeah, hope all is well with you. Yeah, but you're right. You're right. With those views, and there's so many things to cover. At this time, I got 1 minute. So I got to readjust my mind because I'm thinking it's 6 o'clock and it was 7 o'clock. Okay. I'm thinking it was six and it was actually seven. So my clocks was right. My clock was right. But I basically, like, oh, okay, I forgot the time did go up. So we're going to be covering next, guys. We're going to be talking about Angie Stone. They are investigating her. They're investigating what happened to her because as someone just said, they believe that Angie Stone was already deceased when the van flipped over. I do too. I do too. I don't believe that the car. I don't believe that that's what happened. As far as her being unalive in the van accident, for say, I believe something happened to her prior or in between. What happened is what I definitely believe. Also, bombshell with 50 Cent and this foolishness that they are going through. Big Meech nephew basically sends uh idol. I don't want to say the word, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. I hope to 50 Cent. Okay, so now promises are being made towards such and such and so. I just Big Meech needs to stay out the way because he is still on paper. Also, 50 Cent went and bought the mansion, the BFM mansion. He went and purchased it. Okay, he went and purchased the mansion. So it's going really tick for tat with this now. But I don't know about everyone else. I have other things really to be concerned myself with, other than 50 Cent being petty and Meech. Basically should have just basically thought about this a little bit more, because now there's no season 4 of BMF, which would have probably paid out a little bit more money, to you. Now you're on the internet, y'all beefing and beefing for what? You just got out, and now your son, you got, he's all caught up in it and he's going back and forth. I mean, really, come on, I mean, I'm just, yeah, there's other things. There's basically a lot of other things that's happening. Elon, get out of our country. 1.2 million Americans just lost. I'm showing things that's just on fire, guys, on fire. So those are the two things we're going to be talking about next. I do want to talk about Angie Stone. I do want to go into that because um, uh, um, Jasmine Wright, Jasmine Wright always pops up in there and says that she was sacrificed. That's what Jasmine Wright is stating, that Angie Stone was a sacrifice. So we're gonna get y'all views on that. Was she sacrificed? But sacrificed to who? For what? So we'll go into that and just see. But Angie Stone said it in her last video that she did too, so to speak, that she felt like something might happen to her, because she was asking for her royalties, that they hadn't paid her a whole lot of money, is what she said. Okay, so let me pull this up right quick. So they are doing a full investigation now because and I don't blame her son. I don't blame her son because he was like, I don't understand how in the heck everybody else lived. But they had one Judas. They had one Judas, okay? Yep, here's Jasmine Rice. She was sacrificed, Jasmine Rice said. Okay, shocking twist. Angie Stone's crash, now a criminal case. Okay, hospital records show name mix up. What the heck you mean? What do you mean? That is crazy.
Look, they don't
Okay,
know if it was her or not.
we're gonna go into that. Also, if you didn't catch Angie Stone's video that she did, not the one of her concert, the other video, I know I did see quite a few people playing the video um, of her last when she was at home, and she was talking about how much money Universal Records owed her. Come to find out, they owe quite a few people Universal Records. Okay. So, guys, do your research. We are going to be talking about this. I'll do my research. I'm going to drop a lot of things down in the Discord. Um, also, Angie Stone's final phone call. Okay, what she said will shock you. Right. What the FBI found causing Angie Stone's death will shock you. So this is something else. This ain't that. Yep, this ain't that. So we're gonna get into that, okay? And that might take the whole hour and a half. Because I don't want to just skim through it. And then it'll give us a little breather from Trump for a second. We're gonna take our inhaler out and we're gonna breathe for a second with him because every day is something with him. But if I do run across something that's informational that we kind of need to look at, I will drop it in my Discord as well. Okay. All right, guys. I thank each and every one of you so much. I got to go over and drop on my girl. Oh, I just dropped on her. Okay. Thank you. I had to think about it. I did just drop on her. But so 10 o'clock, from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock is the next PK. From 10 to 1 is the next PK. So there's a part one and there's a part two. Sister girl, there's a part one and there's a part two. So after we end here, you can go live on your if you want to set it up as a panel. I mean that way you
Mm.
can, if you do business with someone, then you guys can go back and forth like that. Okay.
Okay.
Also, yeah. Also, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate your support. Just coming over so we can chat about this. Okay, just so we can just chat about a lot of the different things, and we're going to be having um uh guest speakers. Guest speakers to come on and maybe give their
Okay.
input about it, huh?
I said, okay, I love it, Miss Land, because you never know what treasure
Yeah.
gonna come through.
Yes. Yeah, you don't. I mean, you really, really don't. It's
Mm.
so I'm gonna start my day. Today is Monday. And like I said, I got this letter, so I'm definitely going to dig into this letter, honey, because they no, we gonna see, because honey, I now they get to messing with me going to see the doctor. Not honey, now Glam will get the hell up out of the U.S.
I
Okay,
know that's right, Miss Glam.
okay,
Take a chance
because
on
I done
life.
fought too hard. Wait a minute, I done fought too hard to live. Okay, you ain't just finna take my freaking
Okay.
life now. All the hell, listen, you know what I'm saying? All the hell I done
I'm
been
with you,
through.
Miss Glam.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Girl, God
cancer
knows.
twice, and all this
I don't
other.
think about
I
that. Miss Glam,
no,
you a miracle. You really are a
I
miracle.
am not
God
about to.
bless you.
No. So we about to see about this now. I've already checked into other countries, honey, about their health insurance, honey, and it ain't like over here. It is not like it is over here.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so y'all, we have to see things like that. That's why I say check on your loved ones as far as check on them as far as what they got going on. I mean, seriously,
Mm-hmm.
just so happen, I'm a reader. You know what I'm saying? I watch the news. So, me, I'm probably fine because I'm about to get on the horn right now and say, hey, what the heck do you mean? Okay. So,
Yeah.
and it's not bad. It's not bad, but
You got
no, y'all
questions.
need to explain. I got questions. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just
Can I
saying
tell you
all
something,
that
Miss
to
Glam?
say,
Most
huh?
intelligent people, the most intelligent people in the world got questions. I'm gonna tell you something. I was an adult educator for a while. I don't know if I ever told you. I used to teach people how to do coupon. That's my passion. But the one thing about it, Miss Glenn, when I knew people got the subject I was teaching, is when they began to ask questions. And when I asked them questions, they was able to respond back to me in a manner in which I could
Mm-hmm.
understand that they understood the plan. So, Miss Glenn, you on
Mm-hmm.
track, girl. You keep going because the hardest people to teach in the world is adults. Because we know we can do whatever we want to. But please understand repetition, repetition,
Mm-hmm.
repetition. I don't care if it's a habit, it
Mm-hmm.
can be broken. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
encourage you, Miss Glenn, to keep, like you said, keep doing you. Get up every morning, keep a good spirit, fight for your life. Because, Miss Glenn, I thank God you a walking miracle. Because had you not fought,
I,
and I would have never been able to meet you.
yes. And
So I
even
think,
even fighting in the
yeah,
spirit, you have to fight for your life because
Miss
you have to
Glenn,
mhm,
I know, Miss Lemon. I said you
mhm,
hold a special place in my heart because I know what it's like to see somebody go through a diagnosis of cancer and go through treatment and try to survive
mm,
and fight and understand that there is no cure, but it's a miracle. It's only God can. So I want you to understand that I'm here today to tell you, no matter what you've been through, you were always in God's will to be here. He never had no intention for you not to go nowhere, but to
mhm.
understand that life is hard and tough. But Miss Graham, you understand stuff that some people don't. They could never understand what it's like to go through that. It would
And
break their spirit.
you know what, baby? I got pictures,
Hmm.
but I would not dare show them here on here. I did put up one picture one time, of when I was going
Hmm.
through, the chemo, the radiation, and when I say you fight physically and you fight mentally, you fight
And
mentally
emotional.
to say, hey, I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna live. You know what? And
Yes,
that
it
right
is.
there, guys, that right there, you got to tell yourself, even though they're pumping all this medicine in me that's killing off my good cells as well as the bad ones. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say,
Yeah.
hey, it's going to replenish the
Hey.
right way. It's going to
Yeah.
replenish the right white cells and red cells. It's going to replenish, even though they're killing off the good ones.
Thank
And I'm
God.
sitting in this chair watching this go in my body. So it's a
God.
mental thing. It's mental and it's faith, to say, hey,
Yeah.
God, I know you got this. And now I'm sitting here like, God, I know I ain't came this far for you to leave me now. I just know. The devil is a lie.
That,
No, you can't.
he promised that.
So,
Miss Glenn, he promised he
whoo,
would be with us and to the end of the earth. So
yes,
God's will. He said his word could never come back void. So it is in His will for us to live and
that's
to be
right,
in
sister
good health and
girl.
to prosper. So I'm gonna speak God. I'm gonna speak the will of God over your life and mine, Miss Glenn. That we fight this battle that we're gonna call life. Cause what we're gonna do, Miss Glenn,
Yes,
give up. There ain't no give up in this game. There's no give up because tomorrow gonna come again, and God will provide. So I'm looking at it like, even like you said, Ms. Lamb, in the next hour or two, I'm gonna build another auto rebate. It's gonna be a chance for me to get on that to do what I need to do. But Ms. Lamb, life
Yes,
ain't gonna
don't
never
forget
change.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
about
don't
to, I'm
forget.
getting together.
Oh, wait a second. So you got 1,000 last. Oh my God. I didn't even see that. So you got 1,000 for your first one. So now you need 2K for your second one. So you need a whole 2K for your second one. So when you go live, I guess me, Nail, we get together. We're gonna have to get rally up the crew and make sure you share your line. Let them know you in that auto rebate. So we can get you. Make sure you get your 2K for this next one.
Okay. I definitely will. I'm about to get it together now, cause girl, I'm in the
All right,
house.
get it together, girl. Get it together. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining Uncensored with the Glam and the Glam Squad. We definitely appreciate you. We are here every morning at 7 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. We might push it up to 8 o'clock now since the time has went up. We might push it up to 8 o'clock. Okay, but we'll see. Right now, thank you so much. If you want to send an email, uncensoredwiththeglam@gmail.com, please go over to YT and follow Uncensored with the Glam over there. You can also catch the tapes. You can also catch the videos over there as well. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm telling you, be blessed, be encouraged. All right. Until we meet again. Have a blessed
Amen.
and safe day
All right, take care. Bye.
today.